Question number 1. Which of the following drugs provide relief of anxiety and decreases both preload and afterload? Option A. Amrinone. Option B. Morphine sulfate. Option C. Furosemide. Option D. Dobutamine. And the answer is option B. Morphine sulfate. Morphine is an opioid agonist used for the relief of moderate to severe acute and chronic pain. Opioids including morphine are effective for the short-term management of pain. Patients taking opioids long-term may need to be monitored for the development of physical dependence addiction disorder and drug abuse. Morphine produces an anxiolytic effect also by reducing the activity of the sympathetic nervous system and lowers both preload and afterload. Question number 2. Which of the following is a normal finding obtained during a lymph node palpation? Option A. Hard, fixed node. Option B. Firm mobile node. Option C. Enlarged tender nodes. Option D. Hard non-tender nodes. And the answer is option B. Firm mobile node. Lymph nodes in the head and neck region are normally not visible and can hardly be palpated. After inflammation in the head and neck area, lymph nodes are often somewhat enlarged reactively. In that case, the node is also slightly firmer in consistency. The lymph node's size says little about the severity of the condition. If large lymph nodes, chance for severe disease. Normally painless when palpating lymph node. Pain during palpation indicates active inflammation. The soft lymph node is usually harmless. Very firm lymph nodes are often based on metastasis. But firmness also occurs in certain forms of Hodgkin's disease and granulomatous inflammations. A rubbery consistency fits more with malignant lymphoma and chronic leukemia. Then the presence of supraclavicular lymph nodes is suspected for malignancy. On the left side in the supraclavicular space is a special lymph node, the gland of Virchow, which is of special importance because it is located in the drainage area of the thoracic duct. When this lymph node is enlarged pathologically, you must consider a metastasis of a tumor in an area involving lymphogenic drainage via the thoracic duct, for example stomach, gall bladder, ovary, pancreas, lung, and testes. Question number 3. For doing nasotracheal suctioning, during which of the following patient activities the catheter should be inserted? Option A. Swallowing. Option B. Inhaling. Option C. Exhaling. Option D. Retching. And the answer is option B. Inhaling. Without exerting pressure. While patient's inhalation. Insert suction catheter. Question number 4. Who proposed the nursing theory of self-care deficit? Option A. Dorothea Orams. Option B. Florence Nightingale. Option C. Hildegard Peplau. Option D. Betty Newman. And the answer is option A. Dorothea Orams. Orams' theory focuses on each individual's ability to perform self-care. This is the self-care deficit theory model. Question number 5. How many drops in a standard drip set makes 1 ml? Option A. 5 drops. Option B. 10 drops. Option C. 15 drops. Option D. 20 drops. And the answer is option C. 15 drops. And in micro drip set 1 milliliter is 60 drops.